We were looking for a bounce off QQQ, and we got it for QY. I added to QY 2 days ago. I added a tad bit more to QY today. Let me tell you why. I think the markets may have found a bottom, or at least a temporary one. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper. All right. So on the daily time frame, we look at QQQ, and we've been talking about this for the last 2 or 3 days, that we are at this 200 period moving average on the daily time frame. We are looking for a bounce from this level. We have now got the bounce. The question is, how high will it go? Will it be weak? Will it be strong? We just don't know. So we're looking for Qs to get across 350 and then ultimately possibly test 355 or one of these moving averages right there, whether it be the 100 or the 20. Last time we got to the 100, we got a small little bounce there. It sold off right there at the red wavy line, the 100 period moving average on a daily time frame. It sold off from there and went right back down to the 200 period moving average. Let's look at the Qs on a weekly. This also is another reason that I averaged in on my QQY position because we are at this 50 period moving average. We got a touch there from the weekly candle. We'd like to hold this 50 period moving average and then start going up from there through the course of this week or next week. We do have some important news coming with Jay Powell, and then immediately the day after Apple earnings are released. So we will see what happens with that. But right now, I think this is a good level for me to average in on QY, simply because I think we're going to get a bounce from here, and we have, which is why I average in. Now it just depends. How big will this bounce be? Let me show you something interesting here on the VIX. Been talking about the VIX now for quite a few days, and I think this is really important. We got a high up here the other day of $23 on the VIX. It has then since then sold off. That may have signaled the bottom of the market for now, or at least get some kind of halfway decent bounce from here. We'll just have to see how it goes. Now the VIX is coming down to these moving averages, so will it get stalled here and then shoot right back up, or will it break through those moving averages? We just don't know yet, but currently the bounce is coming because the VIX gave us that clue by having that candle there that let us know there's probably going to be a bouncing coming, and we're currently in this bounce. As far as everything bouncing, everything except Tesla and Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla continues to drop, continues just to look really, really bearish. Go here, the weekly time frame here. I was going to average down, as I made a video about it, right, you see this arrow right at the 200 period moving average on a weekly time frame, that purple line. I am still looking to possibly get a few shares of Tesla here, or Tesla rather. We'll see what happens, but I would much prefer the 180 or 160 level before averaging. And again, I just want to see what happens here off this 200 period moving average on the weekly time frame. If it looks like we're going to hold it and start going up, then I will for sure average in on some more TSLY. Let's back Tesla up here. You know, we're really down. We need to come up, and there's going to be a bounce at some point. Will that continue the trend of much lower highs? Well, it's looking like it until we break out of this downtrend. That's all you can think, right? Because it is a downtrend until it's no longer a downtrend, right? It has to prove itself through price action. So until that happens, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. Let's look at Tesla. There we go. Pulling up Tesla on a daily chart. Obviously, Tesla continues to fall. With Tesla, you see my average cost right there at $13.79. I'm not really averaging in yet. I want to see what happens with Tesla on the weekly 200 period moving average timeline. Looking here at the weekly on Tesla, it just looks ridiculous, looks horrible, but we're hoping to get some kind of stabilization from Tesla and then hopefully start going up from here. Let's look at one more thing of the overall broader market and SPY. SPY had a nice run up today. Again, it's messing around this 100 period moving average on a weekly time frame. SPY may just bounce from here. Let's look at it on a weekly time frame, or the daily time frame rather. So we broke below this 420 level a few days ago. We talked about 410 was coming. It hit 410. We were wondering if we would get a bounce from this level just to look at all the support and mess around the 410 level. It looks to me like we're going to try to come up to this 420 level and see what happens there. Will it get rejected like it has there? Like it has there? Right? So are we going to get rejected from this 420 level, or will we get above the 420 level and start using it as support to go higher and to break out of this downtrend on the overall broader market? So in other words, I don't know. I started buying some QQQY today and 2 days ago, looking for a possible bounce. Let's see if that comes to fruition. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper.